Hey, what's going on guys? Today we are going to be going through the top 10 most mobile champions in League of Legends. If you want to find out which are the most mobile champions, make sure to watch the video all the way through to the end. With that said, enjoy the video guys. Mobility is something we are seeing more and more on the Rift. Recent champions in League of Legends have become more and more mobile as Riot grows more creative with their newest champion concepts. While some champions like Hecarim, Rammus, Talon and Talia are some of the most mobile in the game in terms of getting across the map, they don't feature on this list as we are looking at mobility during fights on the Rift. On number 10 we have Irelia. While Irelia only has one ability that increases her mobility, don't count her out yet. Using her Q, Blade Surge to farm allows Irelia to rack up the gold quickly, and when she has her full build with attack speed items such as Blade of the Ruined King, she is a terror on the Rift. Irelia can be used with this one mobility ability to chase down enemies, score multi-kills, and if you're lucky, score yourself a pentakill. Why Irelia has such great mobility? Her Q, Blade Surge, allows Irelia to dash forward and attack at her target while healing herself. If the target dies, the cooldown on Blade Surge is refreshed. It can be used on minions and champions alike. On number 9 we have Rengar. There is a reason why some players refer to Rengar as a scary kitty. His ability to jump out the bush and attack is enough to give you a jump scare while also killing your squishy champions. If Rengar builds mobile items such as Youmuu's Ghostblade, especially for his active, you'll know fear. His passive, Unseen Predator, allows Rengar. Rengar, when hidden in the bush, gains the ability to leap on a target. This ability is very useful when playing Rengar jungle. His R, Thrill of the Hunt, allows Rengar to gain increased movement speed and camouflage, and it also allows Rengar to quickly catch up onto a target with a jump and secure the kill. On number 8 we have Kayn. If you're familiar with Kayn, you know that he is able to choose between two paths, Shadow Assassin Kayn and Rust. The former is best used when the enemy team is squishy and you need to channel the assassin, while the latter is anti-tank. It is the Shadow Assassin Kayn that we are talking about when we say Kayn has great mobility. The reason he has such great mobility is the following. His Q is a dash, his E grants Kayn the ability to walk through walls, and his R, while not a mobility skill properly, works well with his kit since he can hide in the enemy's body and as he secures the kill and then use E to get away. On number 7 we have Rakan. Rakan is a highly mobile support champion. He is able to help his allies through his mobility. Often, his mobility is heightened by buying items such as mobility boots or Irelia's battle song. Due to his mobility, he has been seen in different roles on the Rift, however, never in the meta of the game. Why Rakan has such great mobility? His W, Grand Entrance, allows Rakan to dash to an area and knock up any enemies in that said area. His E, Battle Dance, using this ability to shield an ally, Rakan flies to that champion and gains the ability to recast it once more. His R, the Quickness. Rakan gains huge movement speed as he charms and deals magic damage to any enemies hit. On number 6 we have Kata. Kata is a mid laner that makes every Lux main squirm. Her ability to dash and move around the lane can be very difficult to deal with, especially if you play mage champs. Many players will build items like Lichbane to increase her movement speed or Nashor's Tooth to increase her attack speed. Why she has such great mobility is her W, Preparation, and her E, Shunpo. Her W. When Kata tosses a dagger in the air, she gains movement speed. Her E, Shunpo, allows Kata to blink to the target and strike it. Alternatively, she can use this ability to quickly escape and blink to an ally. On number 5 we have Samira. Samira is a daredevil character who doesn't act like a normal marksman, as she revels in the up-close fighting. With dashes and a movable ultimate, Samira is one to be wary of. Most pick Samira as their choice for a bottom lane while using Immortal Shield Bow for a mythic item. The reason she has such great mobility is the following. Her passive, Daredevil Impulse. If any enemies are affected by immobilizing effects when Samira attacks them, she will dash to her attack range. Her E, while Rush, Samira dashes through enemies and structures, gaining attack speed. If she kills an enemy, the ability is refreshed. Her R, Inferno Trigger. Samira's ultimate allows her to shoot all enemies around her. It is very similar to Katarina's ultimate, however, she can move during hers. On number 4 we have Akali. Akali is a pain to play against, especially if you're playing a champion with lots of skill shots like Vel'Koz. She is fast, hard to hit, and a damage dealer. A real fucking pain. Items such as Lichbane help increase Akali's movement speed. The reason she has such great mobility is her W, Twilight Shroud. Akali throws down some smoke, gains invisibility when in the smoke cloud, and gains some movement speed. Her E, Shuriken Flip. Akali does a backflip and throws a shuriken forward. If she hits an enemy with this ability, she can recast it to dash to the marked enemy. Her R, Perfect Execution. Akali performs a leap, damaging any enemies she hits, and when she recasts the ability, she dashes in a direction and executes all enemies she strikes. On number 3 we have Pyke. Pyke is one of the most mobile supports in the game, probably the most mobile. I've seen Pykes with 1,000 move speed. He can use his mobility in a multitude of ways that allow him to close the gap, stun and assist with teamfights and kills. If you've played against a Pyke as a squishy champion, you'll know the fear his mobility causes, especially if his build maximizes the mobility aspects of his kit, such as Youmuu's Ghostblade. His W, Ghost Water Dive. Pyke camouflages himself, greatly increasing his movement speed and activating his passive, allowing him to regenerate health. His E, Phantom Undertow. Pyke dashes, leaving behind a shadow of himself that eventually catches up with him. When it does, it stuns any enemies it passes through. His R, Death from Below. While his ultimate isn't the most mobile, Pyke blinks to a location to execute his enemies. Coming up on number 2 we have Camille. Camille is a fantastic top laner with great mobility. Camille has the ability to move across the map quickly due to her abilities, yet they also are helpful in combat. Often, Camille is coupled with the item Death's Dance, which gives Camille bonus movement speed when she gets champions takedowns. Her Q, Precision Protocol. Camille's next attack deals damage and grants her movement speed. Her E, her bread and butter. Camille pulls herself to a terrain, leaps off set terrain, and knocks up any enemy champions on her landing. She can use this ability to scale around the map very quickly. Her R, the Hextech Ultimatum. Camille uses a dash to get her target champion, forcing them to stay in the area as she deals bonus magic damage with her basic attacks. And lastly, on number 1 we have Akshan. Is there any surprise? Akshan's kit is extremely mobile. If the build focuses on mobility, he can be very difficult to deal with. His passive, Dirty Fighting. When Akshan attacks an enemy, he fires an additional attack with reduced damage. However, if he cancels this attack, he gains bonus movement speed. His W, Going Rogue, allows Akshan to gain movement speed as he enters camouflage when moving towards marked enemies known as scoundrels. However, he needs to stay in the bush or near terrain to maintain his camouflage. His E heroic swing. Akshan fires his grappling hook into terrain, then he swings around it in an arc while firing at the nearest enemy. And there you go, guys, this is our list for the top 10 most mobile champions in League of Legends. If you enjoyed the list, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. See you next time.